Welcome back to my English stories. In this chapter, we will talk about more ways to improve your English. Learning a new language takes time, but with the right methods, it becomes easier. One great way to practice is by reading in English. Reading helps you learn new words and understand grammar better. Start with easy books like children's stories or short articles. As you get better, you can read longer books. I remember when I started reading in English, it was difficult at first, but I kept going. Slowly, I could understand more and more. So start reading in English. It will help you improve a lot. Another tip is to watch movies or videos in English. Watching helps you hear how words are used and how people speak. You can start with simple movies or shows. Turn on the subtitles if you need help. This way, you can understand what is happening and learn new words. I loved watching cartoons in English when I was learning. They were fun and easy to understand. After watching, I could use new words in my own sentences. So try to watch things in English. It's a fun way to learn. You can also listen to podcasts or songs in English. Listening helps you get used to the sounds of the language. It helps you understand how words are said and helps with your pronunciation. You can listen to podcasts about topics you like. You can also listen to music and try to sing along. I listened to many songs when I was learning English. Sometimes I tried to understand the lyrics, other times I just sang for fun. Listening and singing helped me remember words. So listen to English music or podcasts. They help you learn in a fun way. Speaking in English is very important. It's okay to make mistakes when you speak. The more you speak, the better you get. You can speak with a friend, a teacher, or even by yourself. I used to talk to myself in English. It felt strange at first, but it helped me improve. You can practice speaking in front of a mirror, or you can record your voice and listen to it. Speaking often will help you get better, so don't be afraid to speak. Another tip is to learn new words every day. The more words you know, the easier it becomes to speak and understand English. You can start by learning 5 new words each day. Write them down and try to use them in your sentences. I learned new words by reading and listening. Each time I saw or heard a new word, I would write it down. I tried to use it in a sentence that day. Learning new words every day helped me grow my vocabulary quickly. So try to learn new words each day. It will make you feel more confident. It's also a good idea to keep a vocabulary notebook. In this notebook, you can write down new words and their meanings. You can add examples of how the words are used. This way you can go back and review the words whenever you want. I had a vocabulary notebook when I was learning. I would write the new words I learned and try to use them in my daily conversations. This helped me remember them better. So keep a notebook. It helps you remember new words. Don't forget to practice grammar too. Grammar is important because it helps you form correct sentences. You don't need to learn everything at once. Start with the basics. Learn how to make simple sentences first. As you get better, you can learn more difficult grammar rules. I started with simple sentences when I was learning. I practiced saying things like I like dogs or she reads books. Later I learned more about tenses and other grammar rules. So practice grammar step by step. It will help you speak and write better. One way to practice grammar is to do exercises. You can find grammar exercises online or in books. You can also ask a teacher to help you with grammar. I did many grammar exercises when I was learning. They helped me understand the rules and use them correctly. Doing exercises helped me a lot. So try to practice grammar every day. Writing in English is another great way to improve. Writing helps you think about grammar and vocabulary. You can start by writing simple sentences. You can also write a short story or keep a journal. I kept a journal when I was learning. Every day I wrote about my day in English. At first, my sentences were short, but over time, they became longer and better. Writing in a journal helped me a lot. So write in English. It will help you practice. Sometimes it's good to take a break. Learning can feel tiring. When you feel tired, rest for a while. Take a walk, read something fun, or listen to music. When you feel better, come back to learning. It's important to rest so you don't feel too stressed. I used to take breaks when I felt tired. After a short break, I would feel refreshed and ready to learn again. So take breaks when you need them. It will help you stay motivated. Another tip is to stay curious. Be interested in learning. The more curious you are, the more you will want to learn. Ask questions when you don't understand something. Search for answers and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I was always curious when I was learning. I asked many questions and looked for answers. Being curious helped me learn faster. So stay curious. It will make learning more exciting. Lastly, don't forget to have fun while learning. English can be fun if you find the right ways to practice. Play games, watch movies, or talk to friends. The more fun you have, the easier it becomes. I had a lot of fun when I was learning English. I played word games, watched funny videos, and spoke with my friends. Having fun made learning feel easy and enjoyable. So find fun ways to practice. It will make learning English easier. In this chapter, we learned many ways to improve your English. Reading, watching, listening, speaking, writing, and practicing grammar are all important. But remember, learning a new language takes time, and it's okay to make mistakes. Keep practicing, stay positive, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Chapter 2. In this chapter, we will explore more tips to help you learn English. Learning a language is like building a house. You start with the basics and slowly add more skills. One good way to improve is by repeating what you learn. Repetition helps you remember things better. When you repeat a word or sentence many times, it becomes easier to remember. I used to repeat new words every day. I said them out loud until I could say them without thinking. Repeating words or sentences helps you become more confident. So practice often by repeating things you learn. Another great way to improve is by learning phrases, not just words. A phrase is a group of words that you can use together in a sentence. For example, instead of just learning the word book, learn the phrase read a book. Learning phrases helps you speak more naturally. I learned many phrases when I was studying English, for example. How are you and what's your name? These phrases helped me talk to people more easily, so try to learn useful phrases. They will help you speak better. Sometimes learning a language feels hard, but you should never give up. Keep going, even when you feel tired or frustrated. Every little bit of practice counts. When I felt like I wasn't improving, I remembered how much I had learned. Slowly, I started to feel better. I saw progress little by little. It's okay to have bad days, but don't give up. Keep practicing, and you will get better. So stay patient. Your hard work will pay off. You can also use flashcards to help you learn. Flashcards are cards with a word on one side and the meaning or picture on the other side. You can use flashcards to study new words. I made flashcards for every new word I learned. I looked at the word and tried to remember its meaning. Flashcards are a great way to review words quickly. You can carry them with you and study any time, so try using flashcards. They are an easy way to learn and review. It's also helpful to learn English through your hobbies. For example, if you like cooking, you can learn English by reading recipes. If you like sports, you can watch games in English and learn the names of players and teams. I loved watching movies and reading books in English. It helped me learn new words that were fun to use. Learning English through things you like makes it more interesting, so use your hobbies to learn English. It will make it more fun. Another great way to practice is to join an English-speaking group. When you talk to other people, you can learn new words and practice speaking. There are many online groups or classes where you can talk to people from around the world. I joined an online group when I was learning. We talked in English about different topics. It helped me speak better and learn how others use English. So try joining an English group. Speaking with others will help you improve faster. Don't forget to take notes. Write down new words, phrases, or grammar rules you learn. Writing things down helps you remember them better. I used to carry a notebook with me everywhere. Whenever I learned something new, I wrote it down. At the end of the day, I would look at my notes to review. This helped me remember what I had learned, so always take notes. They help you keep track of your progress. If you feel nervous about speaking in English, that's okay. Many people feel this way. The important thing is to practice. Start by talking to yourself. Speak out loud about your day or describe what's around you. As you practice more, you will feel more comfortable. I was nervous too when I started speaking in English, but I kept practicing and soon it became easier. So don't be afraid to speak. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You can also learn from your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language, and it's okay. Mistakes help you learn. If you make a mistake, don't feel bad. Think about what went wrong and try to fix it. I made many mistakes when I was learning English, but instead of being upset, I used them as a chance to improve. The more I learned from my mistakes, the better I got. So don't worry about mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Listening to others is another important way to improve. When you listen to people speaking English, you learn how to use the words and phrases correctly. You also get better at understanding the language. You can listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, or talk to English speakers. I used to listen to podcasts every day. It helped me improve my listening skills and my vocabulary. So listen as much as you can. The more you listen, the better you will understand. One more tip is to set small goals. It's good to have big goals, but small goals help you stay on track. You can set a goal to learn 5 new words each day, or watch 1 English video every day. When you reach your small goals, you will feel proud of yourself. I set many small goals when I was learning. Each time I reached a goal, I felt happy and motivated to keep going. So set small goals. They help you stay focused and motivated. Another way to improve is to challenge yourself. If you find something easy, try something harder. If you always do the same things, you might stop improving. I always challenged myself when I was learning. When I felt comfortable with easy books, I tried reading harder ones. This helped me learn faster. So challenge yourself. It will make learning more interesting and fun. Learning English is a long journey, but with each step, you are getting better. It's important to enjoy the process. Have fun with it, and don't worry if it takes time. Every day you practice is a day closer to your goal. So keep learning, stay motivated, and remember to enjoy the journey. In this chapter, we will talk about more ways to make learning English easier. Learning a new language is not always easy, but you can find ways to make it fun and helpful. One thing that helps a lot is using English in real-life situations. For example, if you are at the store, try to read the signs in English. If you see something in English like a menu or instructions, try to understand it. I used to look at everything in English when I was learning. I read signs, labels, and anything I could find. This helped me learn quickly. So use English in your daily life. It helps a lot. Another way to learn is by speaking to yourself in English. It may sound funny, but it works. When you talk to yourself, you practice without feeling shy. You can talk about your day, what you are doing, or how you are feeling. I used to do this all the time when I was learning. Even when I was alone, I spoke in English. It helped me get used to the language. So don't be afraid to talk to yourself in English. It will help you improve. Also, try to make English a part of your daily routine. You can set aside time each day to study. Even just 10 minutes a day will help. The key is to practice every day. I had a study routine when I was learning. I practiced for 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night. It helped me learn little by little. So set a study routine. Practicing every day will make you better at English. It is also helpful to learn through games. Games are a fun way to practice without feeling like you are studying. You can play word games, board games, or even games on your phone. I played many word games when I was learning. One of my favorite games was a crossword puzzle. It helped me learn new words. Playing games made learning fun for me. So try to play games in English. It will help you a lot. Another important thing is to stay organized. Keep your notes, books, and flashcards in one place. When you keep everything together, it is easier to find and review. I kept all my study materials in a folder. This helped me stay organized and focused. You can make a study plan, write down what you want to learn each day and follow it. Being organized helps you learn faster. So stay organized. It will help you reach your goals. Here is the transcription with time markers and punctuation removed. It is also a good idea to talk to different people. Speaking with others helps you learn how to use English in different ways. You can talk to friends, family, or teachers. When you speak with different people, you hear new ideas and get new advice. I spoke with many different people when I was learning. I talked to my teachers, friends, and even strangers. Each conversation helped me get better, so try to speak with many people. It will improve your skills. Sometimes it is good to review what you have already learned. Reviewing helps you remember what you know and see how much you have improved. You can look at your notes or go over your flashcards. I reviewed my lessons every week. It helped me feel confident about what I had learned. So, review often. It will help you remember and get better. Also, don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. When you make a mistake, don't feel bad. Instead, think about what you can learn from it. I made many mistakes when I was learning English. Sometimes I said the wrong word or used the wrong grammar, but I learned from each mistake and it helped me improve. So, don't worry about mistakes. They are part of the learning process. Another way to learn faster is to stay curious. Ask questions when you don't understand something. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The more questions you ask, the more you learn. I asked many questions when I was learning. I asked my teachers, friends, and even looked for answers on the internet. Asking questions helped me understand things better. So, always be curious and ask questions. It will help you learn faster. It is also good to try different ways to learn. Some people like to listen, others like to read, and some like to speak. Find what works best for you. I liked listening to podcasts when I was learning, but I also liked reading books and speaking with people. I used many different methods to learn, and they helped me a lot. So try different ways to learn. This will keep you interested and help you improve faster. Don't forget to have fun while learning. Learning English should not feel like a job. It should be something fun and exciting. You can make learning fun by watching movies, singing songs, or reading stories in English. I made learning fun by watching my favorite shows in English. This helped me learn new words and phrases. So, find fun ways to learn. The more fun you have, the faster you will learn. Another good tip is to stay positive. Learning a new language can be hard at times, but if you stay positive, it becomes easier. Believe in yourself. I had times when I felt frustrated or wanted to give up, but I stayed positive. I reminded myself that I was improving every day. Staying positive helped me keep going. So, always stay positive. It will help you learn better. One last tip is to be patient with yourself. Learning English takes time. You will not become perfect overnight, but with practice, you will get better every day. I learned English little by little. At first, I was not very good, but I kept practicing. Over time, I could speak better, read better, and understand more. So, be patient, take your time, and enjoy the process. You are getting better every day. In this chapter, we learned many helpful tips. You can speak to yourself, use English every day, play games, stay organized, and ask questions. Mistakes are okay, and staying positive is important. Keep learning and enjoy the journey. You are doing great. Chapter 4. In this chapter, we will talk about how to keep improving your English every day. One important thing is to practice speaking. Speaking is very important because it helps you use the words and grammar you've learned. If you don't speak, it's hard to get better. I used to practice speaking with my friends. We would talk about different topics in English. It helped me speak more naturally. So, find someone to talk to in English or even talk to yourself. The more you speak, the better you get. It's also important to listen to English. Listening helps you understand how words are used in real life. When you listen to native speakers, you learn the correct pronunciation and how they use the language. I used to listen to English podcasts and watch movies in English. At first, it was hard to understand everything, but over time, it got easier. So, listen to English every day. The more you listen, the better you will understand. Another helpful tip is to read in English. Reading helps you see how words are used in sentences. It also helps you learn new words. You can start with simple books or stories. As you get better, you can try reading harder books. I started by reading children's books, and then I slowly moved to books for adults. Reading every day helped me improve my vocabulary and grammar. So make reading in English a daily habit. It will help you a lot. You can also write in English every day. Writing helps you practice grammar and learn new vocabulary. You don't need to write a lot. You can start by writing about your day or your thoughts. I used to write in my journal every night. It was a great way to practice and see how much I had improved. So, keep a journal or write short stories in English. It will help you get better at writing. If you have trouble with new words, try to use them right away. When you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence. The more you use the word, the easier it will be to remember. I remember when I learned the word delicious. I used it to talk about food every day. I said, "This cake is delicious," or "The soup is delicious." Using the word often helped me remember it. So, use new words as soon as you learn them. It will help you remember them better. It's also important to learn grammar. Grammar helps you build sentences correctly. Without grammar, it's hard to speak or write clearly. You don't have to learn all the rules at once. Start with the basics, like how to make a sentence or use simple tenses. I started by learning how to use is and are. Then I learned past tenses and future tenses. Slowly, I built my grammar skills. So, take your time and learn grammar little by little. It will help you speak and write better. Sometimes learning can feel difficult, but you should not give up. Keep going, even when things are hard. When I felt frustrated, here is the cleaned up version of the text with timing and punctuation removed. I reminded myself how far I had come. I saw my progress, and that helped me keep going. It's normal to have difficult days, but don't stop. Every day you practice is one day closer to your goal, so stay motivated and keep learning. Another helpful tip is to focus on your strengths. If you are good at listening, listen more. If you are good at reading, read more. Everyone has their own strengths when learning a language. When I was learning, I was good at listening, so I listened to English a lot. But I worked on my speaking and writing because they were harder for me. Focus on what you're good at and practice the things that are harder for you. This will help you become a well-rounded learner. You should also make learning fun. If you enjoy learning, you will want to do it more. You can listen to music in English, watch TV shows, or play games. I loved playing word games to learn new words. I also watched movies in English with subtitles. This made learning fun, and I didn't even feel like I was studying. So find ways to make learning English enjoyable. The more fun you have, the easier it will be. It's important to celebrate your progress. Learning a language is a big challenge, so when you reach a goal, celebrate it. It could be something small, like learning 10 new words, or something bigger, like reading your first English book. When I reached a goal, I felt proud. It made me want to keep learning. So celebrate your achievements no matter how small. It will keep you motivated and happy. You can also ask for help when you need it. Sometimes it's hard to understand something, and that's okay. Ask a teacher, a friend, or even look online for help. I asked many people when I didn't understand something. I asked my teacher, my friends, and I looked for answers on the internet. Asking for help helped me understand things better, so don't be afraid to ask questions. It will help you learn faster. As you continue learning English, try to stay positive. Sometimes you might feel like you are not improving, but you are. It takes time to learn a language, and everyone learns at their own pace. When I felt like I wasn't improving, I looked at how much I had learned. That made me feel better and helped me keep going, so stay positive and believe in yourself. You are doing great. Remember to take breaks when you need them. Learning English is a lot of work, and it's okay to rest. Taking a break helps you relax and come back to your studies with fresh energy. I took breaks when I felt tired or frustrated. It helped me feel better and ready to learn again, so don't forget to rest. It will help you stay focused. In this chapter, we learned many tips for improving your English. Speak every day, listen to English, read books, write, and use new words. Don't give up when things get hard. Celebrate your progress, stay positive, and ask for help when you need it. Keep learning every day, and you will get better. You are doing an amazing job, and every day is a step closer to reaching your goal. In this chapter, we will talk about how to make learning English a part of your life. Learning a language is not only about studying. You can make it part of what you do every day. The more you practice, the better you get. So let's look at some easy ways to use English every day. First, try to use English when you are doing daily activities. For example, when you go to the store, read the labels on products in English. You can also listen to English songs or podcasts while you walk or work. I used to listen to English songs when I was cleaning or cooking. It helped me learn new words and also improved my listening skills. So use English in your daily life. The more you use it, the better you will get. Another way to learn is by thinking in English. At first, it may be hard to do, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. Start by thinking of simple things in English, like, what should I eat for lunch? Or, what time is it? It helps you practice without even trying. I started thinking in English when I was learning. At first, I would translate everything in my head, but soon I was thinking in English without even trying. So try to think in English. It will help you improve your skills. It is also a good idea to talk to people in English. Find someone who speaks English and try to have a conversation. You don't need to speak perfectly. Just try your best. I used to talk to my friends in English even if I made mistakes. The more I spoke, the better I became. So try to speak English as much as you can. It will help you become more confident. You can also join online groups or forums where people speak English. There are many groups where you can talk with others who are learning English just like you. You can help each other, share tips, and practice speaking. I joined a few online groups when I was learning. I talked to people from different countries, and it helped me learn new things. So find a group to practice with. It's a fun way to learn. Another way to learn English is by watching movies and TV shows. Watch them in English and try to understand what they are saying. You can also put subtitles in English if you need help. Watching movies helped me learn many new words and phrases. I watched my favorite shows in English and soon I understood more. It also helped me learn how native speakers talk. So watch movies and shows in English. It's a great way to learn and have fun at the same time. Reading is another important part of learning. Read books, articles, or even social media posts in English. You can start with simple books or stories, then move on to harder books as you get better. I used to read short stories in English. As I got better, I read longer books. Reading helped me improve my vocabulary and understand how sentences are built. So try to read in English every day. It will help you a lot. Writing is also important. When you write, you practice using the words you've learned. You can write about your day, your thoughts, or even make up stories. I used to write a little bit every day. I started with simple sentences, but soon I could write longer ones. Writing helped me remember new words and grammar. So write in English every day, even if it's just a few sentences. It will help you get better. Don't forget to learn new words every day. Try to learn at least 5 new words each day. You can write them down, make flashcards, or use them in sentences. I used to write new words in my notebook and then try to use them in conversations. This helped me remember them better. So learn new words every day. It will help you expand your vocabulary. It's also important to be patient with yourself. Learning a new language takes time. Sometimes you might feel like you are not improving, but you are. The key is to keep going. I had times when I felt like giving up, but I kept practicing. Slowly, I saw my progress. So don't get discouraged. Be patient and trust that you will get better with time. You should also practice listening to different accents. English is spoken in many countries, and each country has its own accent. Listen to people from different places to understand different accents. I listen to English speakers from the US, UK, and Australia. It helped me understand English in many different ways. So listen to different accents. It will make you better at understanding English. Another helpful tip is to stay motivated. Set goals for yourself, and when you reach them, celebrate. For example, you can set a goal to learn 50 new words in a month or to watch an English movie every week. When I reached my goals, I felt proud, and it helped me stay motivated to keep learning. So set goals and celebrate when you reach them. It will help you stay excited about learning. Sometimes learning can be difficult, but don't give up. If you are feeling tired or frustrated, take a break. Do something fun like watching a movie or reading a book in English. After you rest, come back to learning with fresh energy. I used to take breaks when I felt tired, and it helped me feel ready to learn again. So take breaks when you need them. It will help you stay focused. Remember, Learning English is a journey, not a race. Take your time and enjoy the process. Every day you will get a little better, and soon you will be able to speak, read, and write in English with confidence. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and have fun. You are doing great. In this chapter, we will talk about how to make learning English even easier and more fun. Learning English is a journey, and it's important to enjoy the process. The more you enjoy learning, the more you will want to keep practicing. Let's look at some ways to make your learning experience better. One way to enjoy learning is by setting small, easy goals. For example, you can set a goal to learn 5 new words every day or watch one short video in English. I set small goals when I was learning. One of my first goals was to learn 10 new words each week. It felt great when I reached my goal. It made me excited to keep learning. So set small goals and celebrate when you achieve them. This will help you stay motivated. Another helpful tip is to use English in fun ways. You don't always have to study in a serious way. You can play games, sing songs, or even make up stories in English. I used to sing songs in English every day. It was fun and helped me remember new words. You can also play online games in English. There are many games that help you learn new words and practice grammar. Playing games made learning feel like fun, not work. So find fun ways to use English. It will keep you excited about learning. It's also important to listen to English every day. Listening helps you improve your understanding of the language. You can listen to music, podcasts, or even watch movies in English. When I was learning, I would watch my favorite movies with English subtitles. It helped me understand what was happening and learn new words. I also listened to English podcasts when I was walking or doing other things. So make listening a part of your day. It will help you get better at understanding English. Reading is another great way to learn. You can start with easy books or articles in English. As you get better, you can try harder books. I began reading short stories and then moved to longer books. Reading helped me learn new words and see how sentences are built. It also helped me improve my vocabulary. You can also read websites or news in English. The more you read, the better you will get at understanding the language, so try to read in English every day. It will help you a lot. Writing is another skill you need to practice. Writing helps you use the grammar and vocabulary you've learned. You can start by writing short sentences or even a paragraph about your day. When I was learning, I used to write in my journal every night. It was a great way to practice and see how much I had improved. You can also write about your favorite hobbies or write short stories in English. The more you write, the better you will get. So try to write every day. It will help you become a better English speaker. When you learn new words, try to use them as much as possible. The more you use a word, the easier it is to remember. For example, when I learned the word interesting, I used it to talk about books, movies, and things I liked. I said, "This movie is interesting," or "This book is interesting." Using the word helped me remember it better. So when you learn a new word, try to use it in a sentence right away. It will help you remember it more easily. Another way to improve your English is by practicing speaking. Speaking is very important because it helps you use what you have learned. Try to speak in English as much as you can. You can practice with a friend, a teacher, or even by yourself. I practiced speaking English with my friends. Even if I made mistakes, I didn't worry. The more I spoke, the better I became. So speak in English every day. It will help you feel more confident. You can also try to learn about English-speaking cultures. Learning about the culture will help you understand the language better. You can watch videos or read articles about countries where English is spoken. I learned a lot about different cultures by watching documentaries and reading books. Understanding the culture made me enjoy learning English even more. So try to learn about the cultures where English is spoken. It will help you understand the language better. Sometimes learning a language can feel difficult. It's normal to feel frustrated sometimes, but don't give up. Keep going, and remember that learning a language takes time. Even if you don't see big results right away, you are still learning. Every day you practice, you are getting better. I had times when I felt like I wasn't improving, but when I looked back, I could see how much I had learned. So be patient with yourself. You will improve step by step. If you are ever unsure about something, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are many people who want to help you. You can ask your teacher, a friend, or even look for answers online. I asked many people when I didn't understand something. Asking for help helped me learn faster and more easily. So always ask when you need help. It will make learning easier. Finally, enjoy the journey of learning English. Learning a new language is an exciting adventure. There will be challenges, but there will also be many fun moments. Celebrate your progress and remember how far you have come. I enjoyed every step of my learning journey. Each new word I learned and each new sentence I spoke made me feel proud. So enjoy learning English. It's a fun and rewarding journey. Remember to practice every day, stay positive, and use the language in fun ways. The more you practice, the better you will get. Keep learning and enjoy the journey. You are doing great, and you will continue to improve every day.